Greetings, beloved. The universe has delivered you here right on time. The turbulent path that led you to this video was no accident. You have been guided here in accordance with your destiny. You'll soon discover that nothing in life happens by chance. Each one of us has our own fate, one that is pre-written in the stars. Everything you've ever done, every challenge you've ever faced, every obstacle you've overcome has led you to this very moment. And today you will realize what every one of your sacrifices has been for. I know that your journey has not been easy, but your time is now, and your divine transformation has already begun. Over the course of the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal to you a secret that will feel like a heavenly light is shining down upon you. You're going to feel energized, uplifted, and reborn as all your regrets, negative thoughts, and personal failures are washed away by a healing tide. In a mere moment, you will feel more confident, joyous, and motivated than ever before as you begin to vibrate at a higher frequency. And once you begin to emit positive energy, you can attract your soulmate or rediscover that celestial spark in your existing romantic relationship. But most importantly of all, in the mere blink of an eye, you could have the opportunity to have limitless access to the most cherished energy source in the modern world: money. From today, you could have the power to manifest as much money as your heart desires, whenever you wish it, for yourself. Money to free yourself from the shackles of debt and to escape the soul-crushing monotony of a 9-to-5 existence. You could soon have money to buy a new car, a beautiful home, and explore our shared planet in all of its beauty and wonder. And you could have more than enough money left over to bring boundless joy to your loved ones. Money is an abundant resource in our universe. There are many trillions of dollars in circulation all around us. All you need to do is raise your vibration and draw that money inwards. But before I share with you the sacred secret of how to attract incredible wealth into your life, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ryan Ford, and I am here to accompany you on this life-changing journey to becoming your highest self. You can see me as your spiritual guide, as I am here to take you by the hand and lead you out of the haze into the light. Today, you're going to realize your full potential, and all that you deserve can be yours for the taking. All that I'm asking is that you give me your undivided attention for the next few minutes, as for the rest of your life, you will look back on this moment as the day your life changed forever. But before we look forward to the future, we need to go back to the beginning so that you can understand how I came to be where I am today, right here talking to you. The truth is, just 3 years ago, my whole life had fallen apart. Over the course of a few short months, I lost everything. First, I lost my job, a job I'd been in more than a decade, making decent money doing work that I enjoyed. Not long after, my wife left me for another man. As it turns out, she'd been seeing him almost a year behind my back. But now that she was no longer able to sneak around during my work hours, nor was I able to support her financially, she decided to pack up her bags and walk out the door, taking with her our gorgeous 6-year-old daughter, Grace. And finally, as if things couldn't get any worse, I was forced out of my home after missing 3 rent payments. I had never felt lower in my life. I'd lost my livelihood, my family, and my home, swiftly followed by my dignity, my self-respect, and my will to live. And with no less humiliating options in sight, I moved in with my elderly mother. But she no longer lived in the spacious home of my childhood. After my father passed, Mom moved into a single 1-bedroom apartment in a gated community for old folks, which left me with the fold-out couch. I couldn't believe it. I'd gone from securely employed and happily married to being a jobless, middle-aged man, sleeping on my mom's couch. The more I allowed for that realization to sink in, the more difficult it became for me to hold back the tears. But when a photo of Gracie smiling in her Easter bonnet slipped out from one of the boxes I'd been carrying, I couldn't hold it in any longer. And right there on my mom's porch, I broke down in a flood of tears. Browsing social media during that dark time was especially difficult. Seeing the smiling faces of happy families in their beautiful homes and on dream vacations with perfect lives, it damn near made me sick. But then I remembered a phrase I'd once heard: fake it till you make it. By that point, I'd already begun to dabble in online marketing, and I was making a very meager income from doing such. So when I read about so-called influencers making tens of thousands of dollars from social media, I decided that I wanted a piece of that action. Only I didn't have washboard abs, a Tesla, or a Malibu mansion, so I'd have to fake it. And so I got to work creating my fake online persona, stealing holiday snaps from Cancun, Ibiza, and Sydney, and then uploading them to my own websites and profiles. I wrote elaborate blog posts about my fake jet-set lifestyle, and I tried my utmost to gain the attention of advertisers and to make sales through my email marketing campaigns. But after months of tedious work, I was still making just a few bucks each day. I was hardly able to pay my half of the groceries, let alone contribute to my mother's rent or utility bills. I felt like a total failure, an embarrassment of a man. But my shame and depression only made things worse, because then I became lethargic. I ate like crap, and I was visibly gaining weight. Then one day, when I mustered the courage to stand on the dreaded bathroom scale, I was horrified by the number that I saw between my feet. I had gained a whopping 42 pounds of unsightly body fat. I was well and truly at rock bottom, and with no salvation in sight. For weeks, the days seemed to blur into one. I'd roll out of bed sometimes around noon, throw on some baggy clothes, make a coffee, eat half a bag of breakfast bagels, and then slump over my laptop and try, often unsuccessfully, to make some money. But one day, when I checked my inbox, there was one email that stood out from the rest. And as I clicked it, I felt an unfamiliar, otherworldly sensation wash over me. The email read, "Dear friend, I may not know your name, but I know you are not who you are pretending to be. I am not here to pass judgment, to cast stones. Quite the opposite. I'm here to help you, and I am one of the very few people who actually can help you. The life you're portraying online is one of friends, parties, and adventure, but in reality, your world is filled with darkness. I can sense it. I have extraordinary powers when it comes to reading the human mind. But I promise you, there is a way out of suffering, and I can be your guide. Please contact me on the number below if you're ready to transcend. Aaron." For a few moments, I sat in silent contemplation. I was stunned. It was though this stranger had some kind of psychic ability. He had seen straight through my lie. But who was he? Why was he contacting me? Was this a trap? I had so many questions, and I knew there was only one way to get answers. And so, putting my doubts and fears aside, I called him. The calming voice down the other end of the line greeted me warmly. He said he'd been expecting my call. After a short and concise conversation, I agreed to meet Aaron the next morning, in a small coffee shop downtown. I arrived first and sat nervously with my eyes locked on the doorway, and then at exactly 11:11, Aaron emerged, silhouetted by beams of sunlight. Spending time with Aaron felt like meeting an old friend and a Zen Buddha master at the same time. I felt 100 different emotions at once, all while feeling entirely serene. Time escaped us as we made our way through numerous matcha lattes as the morning turned to late afternoon. Aaron was a British hypnotherapist on a quest in the United States. He had been seeking out lost souls and offering them spiritual guidance. He told me that this was his calling in life, and that the universe had a way of guiding him to those who were the most in need of his help. And that was how he'd found me. Over the years, Aaron has helped thousands of people, lifting them up from the depths of despair and giving them a new life. He's cured life-ruining phobias, helped people to lose tens of pounds with ease. He's enabled people in dire poverty to manifest business success and abundant wealth. In fact, with Aaron's unique and powerful gifts, he is able to help anyone to manifest as much cash as they desire, whenever they need it. Aaron went on to explain that While for many people, hypnotism